A new update for Gran Turismo 7 brings 3 new motors and a brand new time trial. Let's have a quick look at the cars and let's see if we can get you these 2 million credits. So here we are, and welcome back to the channel, and we're going to have a look at the brand new update from GT7, arrived on Thursday. So we're straight into looking at the 3 new cars. We're first looking at the Toyota. Now, who wouldn't want this beast? The Hi-Ace Van DX16, an absolute beast of a motor, 0 to 60 in about 2 years. But on the positive side, at least it's very practical, especially if you've got 4 kids like I have. Throw them in the back and away you go. But yeah, I don't think we'll be using this car in the game. But as we look on to the next one, we're going to Nissan. Now we've got another GTR. This time we've got the GTR Podium Edition. Now I read somewhere we've got 17 versions of GTR in this game, so if you do like GTRs, then you're definitely in for a treat. This packs 562 brake horsepower, and this is going to cost you 200,000 credits. It comes in a few colours, but if you like GTRs, go and check it out. The last one is the Mitsubishi, and we've got the Lancer Evo 8, and again we've got 11 versions of Evos in the game, so why not have one more? But this one packs 276 brake horse, and this is going to cost you 80,000 credits. So we've got 2 more 4-wheel drives added to the game. So onto the time trial, we're going to go into sport mode, and we're going to go into your online time trials. We've got a brand new one this week, and it's the Nürburgring Sprint in the brand new GTR that we've just seen, the Premier Edition. So we'll see how this car handles on track. But as for the other time trial, we've done the Alpha 155 at Watkins Glen. That's already on the channel. That's probably the easiest 2 million credits that you'll have on this game. So we've gone from having an easy time trial, and this one is quite tricky. So we'll click onto it. We're going to select from the garage as we bought the car. Make sure you've got sports medium tyres. You can buy them from the race shop if you haven't got them. And then press OK, and away we go. So for gold, for the 2 million credits, we're looking at a lap time of 134.778. Silver, to get you 1 million, we're looking at a 136.618. And for bronze, it's a 141.219. And this may be quite a tricky time trial to get gold, but still, have a go. Even if you get 1 million or 250,000, it's better than nothing. So assists, you can see we're running no traction control, camber steer we've got off, and ABS we have set at default. Default since the update seems to be better than weak for these sports cars. So now we're going to jump straight into it. As you can see, we've loaded the Ghost from the 2nd fastest time in the world, so let's just see if we can try and stay in touch with it. So we're going to slow it down for you for the first braking point. There where the track changes colour, it's quite distinctive, you can see. That's where we're going to start braking. In a straight line, come down to first gear. We want to get as tight to this apex as possible to brake in a straight line. And as you turn in here, you can see the cone just on the inside there, and this is what you want to avoid. You can cut as much as you can, but be careful not to hit that cone because your lap will be invalidated. One thing I've noticed since the update, the braking seems to be a lot better. You don't seem to lose the back end as much. So kind of as the car straightens up, a little tap of the brakes there, just under 50%. And this one's quite difficult to kind of figure out where to apply the throttle. But drift out as wide as you can. Again, another difficult braking point. But you want to be braking before the AstroTurf runs out, just there on the right hand side. Brake as much as you can in a straight line. I know you're coming into this corner kind of diagonally. But be nice and smooth with your inputs. Come down to 2nd gear and hug this curb as much as you can on the left hand side. This opens up the right hander. You can see we have a little tap of the brakes, so we're in 3rd gear. Take as much of the curb as you can on the right. But be very careful on the exit for track limits. Do not get 4 wheels across these white lines because you'll have invalidation. Also on the exit as well. So make sure you've got 2 wheels at least either side of those white lines. For the next braking zone, you're looking at where the track changes again. Very distinctive. Brake in a straight line and turn in slowly towards the apex. What you want to do with this one, you just want to roll off the brake and let the car rotate around and stamp on the throttle to get a decent exit. So next one we're looking at the 100 board. That's where you want to be braking for this one. Stay in 3rd gear, come out wide and stay in 3rd gear and cut this corner as much as you can on the inside. The car will slide a little bit, but that's good, helps with rotation. And we're using the edge of the curb as another braking point on the right hand side there. So we stamp on the brakes, but we're going to stay in third gear. We get a bit of a slide on there, so lose a bit of time coming out the corner. So that's most of the hard work done. Now we've got the last tricky section to go, especially the chicane coming up. This is make or break in this lap. So what we're looking for to brake is this white line just there. That's when you want to start hitting the brakes. Again, we brake it in a straight line for as long as we can. Get the maximum braking power. And as we turn in, we're going to stay in second. And you can cut a lot of this curb. Just don't get four wheels to the left side of that curb because you'll be invalidated. But you can see how much you can cut. Kind of straight line chicane as much as you can. Again, watch out for this cone. If you touch that, you'll get invalidated. We could have got a bit tighter, which kind of ruined our exit a little bit. Ran a little bit wide there, but just about got away with it. For the last braking zone, we're looking for that kind of red bit in the barrier there. We're braking just before that. There's not much of a reference to this one, so quite difficult to get this one right. But if you do get it right, where you accelerate, you're looking just after the pit entry. So as soon as you pass that, you harden the accelerator in third gear. Let the car just tap wide onto the curb. So we come across the line for a 1:33.088. So decent time in the end, but quite a tricky one to get, I would say. That lap time put us 65th in the world at the time of recording. So a fairly decent lap. Now we're going to have a look at the chase cam. This gives you again another perspective of how much of the track we can actually use. Especially on this first corner, you can really cut this corner and be so close to that cone, but make sure you don't hit it. This can be a tricky one. Don't stamp on the brakes because the car will slide quite a lot, and especially in this next corner as well. Go down to second gear, but make sure that you hook this curb as much as you can. Opens up this right-hander quite nicely. It's all about the exit speed. Sacrifice a bit of entry speed to get the best exit. Into this next right-hander. As you're turning in there, release the brakes, let the car kind of roll around, and then stamp on the throttle as soon as you can. But like I said before, these updates brings kind of new physics, especially with the braking. Now, I've not had much driving with the new physics. I've just done the time trial, so a lot more testing to do. But the braking does feel a little bit better. Default ABS on these sports cars definitely works better than weak. I think weak ABS works more for the GT3s and GT4 cars to get that extra bit of rotation. This car doesn't really feel the nicest car to drive. It's a brand new car, but we are on sports medium tyres, so we have to bear that in mind as well. But if this does help, like and subscribe to the channel, where we've got a lot more content on GT7, including these track guides for your 2 million credits, track guides for daily races, we've got RTR League Racing, and we're also involved in the CTC Community Cup. But for now, we'll leave you with the replay as usual. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Laters.